All right, guys, welcome back to Meso Start to Finish, the Dominion mode here in Mesopotamia. Anyway, sort of the worst has happened here, and part of this game really is luck, um, just like any game, really. So the bad luck here is that I've got an active expansionist player right next door to me, and oftentimes, if you look at some of my other stacks, um, a lot of times if you're a decent player, if you're a good player and you played for a while, you'll be the best player in your quadrant. And what's happened here is I've got a competent player in my quadrant with me, and I haven't faced that in a while. It's been a while since I've faced somebody who was ready to get into the oil field as soon as I. And you even saw in the last video, he forced me to attack in before I was really ready to. But I did successfully take these two outer territories. So I'm going to make the best of it. You can see he's attacking in here. It looks like he just now defeated the last defender. There was a stack of defenders there. They're gone now. So this is going to turn beige, or whatever this color is, pretty soon as Germany takes over the oil field. So that's bad news for me. I really wanted that oil field, obviously. The production there is just ridiculous. 10,000, and that's not even fully developed. There's no railroad there. There's probably not. It's level 1 factory, so there's another, 25% that can grow as he builds this to level 4. Very jealous of that. I'm super surprised to see a bomber. Really surprised. Like, you've been watching my game now from pretty early on, and I just recently got my second generation of cannon out. Here's my third generation of cannon. No, I'm sorry. I recently got my first generation of cannon out, right? So that's why I have 6, 7, 8. No, 6, 7. Okay, no, this is my third generation. So I had my original 4. I built 3 more. That was 7. Built 3 more, or maybe 2 more. Yeah, because I'm building some tanks this round and 1 artillery. Anyway, long story short, I build fast. Like, as soon as I can, I build a factory on these double tiles, right? Immediately after I build a factory, I build a railway so that I can get the resource bonus. And then while I'm building the railway, I build cannon. So I just don't know how I would be able to, within this time frame, I don't know how I'd be able to build this up to a level 3 factory, which is what you require for a bomber, and then build a bomber, which takes, I don't know, 3 days or something. So it's really... it's just weird that he has a bomber this early in the game. So we can't ignore the fact that gold marks are a part of this game. I do wish that there was a way to play without them. I mean, if we had a game that just didn't have any gold marks in it at all, that, just like, maybe, let's just put it this way, because I know that they need to make their money. And, God bless the developers. They've worked hard on this, and it's a great game. They deserve some money. So if there's, I don't know, some prince in the United Arab Emirates or something that, wants to spend $10,000 on this game, that's great. But it also kind of means that he gets to, I'm not saying that Germany has done that. There's really no evidence that he's spamming gold marks, but it's weird when I'm building my first tanks because I've just now got level 2 factories online, and my tanks are just 1/3 made, and I'm not a slouch. I'm not a slow player. I get stuff as soon as I can get it. One thing I will say is that going to railways right after my level 1 factory, I probably could be to level 3 factory by now. In fact, almost certainly could be. But then the bomber would still be like, look, this tank is 2 days out. The bomber would still be like 3 days out. Like, if I just gone straight from turn 1, you can only build factories at like turn 8 or something. But so as soon as turn 8, started building factories all the way up to level 3, and then an airfield. Don't forget the airfield takes like 2 or 3 days to develop. I don't think there's any way for him to have bombers. But you know what? That's a reality of the game. And I'll be honest. I sometimes use gold marks. I've got some gold marks saved up. I've won a few games. And I'll use them sometimes for morale improvement. So if I'm storming through and I'm just in a big hurry and it's a critical thing, you can go in and you can fix the morale of a territory by using gold marks. I try not to do it very often, but I do it sometimes. So, I'm going to admit to it, especially since I know that people around me are spending them like crazy. But I would love to play a game that has no gold marks at all. It'd be fun to play that pure game and just play skill against skill. So here's the plan. I did get food, which I needed desperately. You can see I'm in the red and only in the red for food. So once I develop this upwards, I'm already starting to build my factory complex, and then I'll build rail after that. I inherited a level 2. At some point, I'll repair the damage and bring it back to a level 3. Over here, it's level 2. And I'm building a level 1 factory. I'm repairing level 1 factory that I inherited here. It was pretty badly damaged. So I'm just going to try to hold on to these two. Those are double tiles, and they're worth something. Eventually, I'll get factories churning out. And then my next target is going to be this oil field, the smaller of the two. Now, it remains to be seen if Germany East Africa, is going to allow me to live in peace. He may attack me. If he does attack me, I have every reason to believe that he will destroy me, being that he's got a bomber. And if he's got one bomber, that means there's probably at least 1 or 2 bombers on the way soon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really do wish, since this was Mesopotamia start to finish, I was really hoping that I could take this oil field and, really dominate this game. But it's not going to be that kind of game. I can tell already it's not going to be that kind of game. This is going to be a grind. If he turns and attacks me, then I'm going to go ahead and conclude this series and move on to another one. But if he remains neutral and I can still go for this oil field, then I'm in it, man. I'm going to keep on going. So thanks for checking in, guys. Some disappointing results here, but you know what? It's okay. We're going to make it work. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Adios.